Hello everybody, it's Mr. Burns again with the Weather Studio doing your spring seasonal model roundup. So we're very late releasing our spring forecast. It's the first time we've ever done it though. Only reason we're doing it is because Spring GavsWeatherVids, which is excuse me, a channel I watch, isn't doing the spring updates this year. He's got a lot going on. His mum's been very ill, been to hospital a couple of times, and if that wasn't bad enough, he's also got stage 1 mouth cancer. So I wish Gav the very best and hopes he makes a recovery soon. So I'm just sort of helping him out. Probably very few people will watch this, but I just sort of enjoy doing it anyway because I miss the spring updates, and I really do like the long range updates that Gav does. So yeah, and this has been a good experience. I've enjoyed doing these updates. It's been interesting, and we're just going to finish off with the seasonal model roundup before releasing the spring forecast. So I'm going to start off with, I'm going to look at like 3 models, CFS, CanZips and JMA. We're not going to be looking at models here, there and everywhere, because it would just take well, I just can't, it takes, I've not used these models for a long time, and it takes, the websites are quite complicated. It takes quite a long time to learn to navigate the website. So I'm just going to start off with the CFS v2, and this is going to cover this full spring period. Well, the full astronomical spring period, I suppose. April, May, June. Meteorological spring is technically May, March, April, May, but as we're really late doing these spring updates, it's gone into March. So as we're already in March, we can't have a look at March. So it's April, May, June. So it's like the mid to late spring and early summer period, or the astronomical spring period there. Whoops, let's just do that again. There we go. So as you can see, the UK is here, and we've got high pressure, lots of northern blocking up to our north, and high pressure sort of surrounding the country like that. We're sort of under this white area here, so so yeah, that's probably like maybe like a shallow trough of low pressure. There's got to be low pressure somewhere, so maybe quite a hinting at maybe a slightly unsettled spring for April, May, June. Temperature anomalies for this period look like this, so going slightly above average in those orange colours. If we look at the scale at the bottom here, you can see the orange is like half a degree to 1 degree above average, just slightly above the long-term average. I'm not sure which long-term average this model is bases its anomalies on there, whether it's like 61 to 1990 average or more modern average, I'm not sure. So something to bear in mind, this model very often goes for above average temperature, so I have a feeling it's probably using an old average such as 61 to 1990 rather than more modern average such as 81 to 2010 or 91 to 2020. So that's something to bear in mind with this model. Very often goes for above average temperatures, but there we go, it's forecasting temperatures to be half a degree to 1 degree above the long-term average. And precipitation, just lots of white going on. I don't think the model really has a signal. Precipitation is going very close to average stroke no signal. So yeah, let's go to the next model then. This is CanZips. Just give that a second to load. Computer has crashed, so it saved the tabs, but it's having to reload them. So yeah. So again, this is covering the period from April, May, and June 2022, as you can see there on the screen. And so yeah, and we've got low pressure to the north, high pressure, the Azores High down there. Looking quite a weak Azores High though, no strong red colours. And we're bringing in like a westerly flow, so yeah, looking like quite a westerly spring with CanZips, most unsettled weather in the north, most driest weather in the south, and temperatures probably quite close to average. If you have a look at the temperature anomaly for April, May, June. It's going slightly milder than average, but overall very close to average, really. Barely anything in it. And if we have a look at the 3-monthly temperature series precipitation forecast, you can see hard to really tell with those green colours, but actually I think that's hinting at being a bit wetter than average, if anything, so especially out to the west. So quite a relatively mild but quite unsettled spring with can zips. This is Meteo France, so this is the again the this is 2-meter temperatures. So let's go to, I think it's this one, 500 millibar height anomaly. Maybe it's this one. I think this one. I think that one looks the right one. So this one going for a flat zonal spring with low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, winds in from the west, flat as a pancake really. So yeah, it's looking very zonal everywhere really. So I'm not sure if I've got the right thing. Maybe you can correct me in the comments, but there doesn't look to be anything else that's I think that's the only one I can see that's for the height anomaly. So yeah, looking like a zonal spring with a lot of westerly winds. So most unsettled weather in the north, driest weather in the south, temperatures probably slightly milder than average. So let's just confirm that. Let's have a look at the temperature and precipitation anomalies. So yeah, temperatures going slightly milder than average, and precipitation going slightly wetter than average, especially for northern and western parts of the UK, as you'd expect with a zonal spring, that low pressure up to the north. Let's have a look at, I couldn't get this model to work, the ECMWF, so let's just have a look. Let's have a look at the JMA. So where is it now? JMA. I think this is it. When it loads. Oh, this isn't the right one on that page. So we're going to go to, let's have a look. I had the right page before, and then the computer crashed, and yeah, I think it's 3-month prediction. I think this is the right page. I think it's this one. Let's go 3 months mean. That's quite a confusing model. I think what I did, I copied this in Paint because you have to turn it the right way around. So let's copy that. Open up Paint. Wait for it to load. The world's fastest computer. There we go. And let's rotate this around. And let's zoom in so you can actually see it. So yeah, I don't know which one's the right chart, so you'll have to bear with me, but it's looking like quite a zonal spring again, with that high pressure to the south, again lower pressure to the north. You see, if we go on this chart again, we have low pressure to the north and sort of average pressure to the south. Overall, I think it's going for quite a zonal signal. High pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, wind from the west, so quite a zonal spring again. With the JMA, again, I'm not sure if we got temperature precipitation anomalies with this. Yeah, these websites are not very amateur friendly. You've got to know what you're looking at here. I don't, which is useful. So let's just have a look at these shots. These seem a bit clearer, with more distinction between the high and the low pressure. So let's just paste that in, rotate, zoom in, and let's have a look. Depending on which chart you look at, different. That's good for quite a zonal spring, low pressure dominator, but that one looks better. This is a Z500 millibar forecast. This one has high pressure pretty much centered over the top of the country, so that's the chart you're rooting for if you want a warm, dry spring, that one. So Jeremy, I think, going for quite a warm and dry spring. The rest going for quite a mixed spring. So yeah, I think overall it is looking like quite a zonal spring. Let's just go back to the height anomaly. For Canzips, let's go quite zonal. That one's going zonal, mild and wet, and the CFS one is going for sort of not zonal, but just lower, high pressure surrounding the UK, lower pressure on the UK, so that could be like a trough of low pressure over the top of the country. Temperature slightly above average and precipitation, no signal. So CFS looking rather vague, as it often does. But I think overall, models suggesting quite a mixed spring, not really giving a strong signal. So I think for this forecast, we'll have to go with analogues, and I'll get the tables up. I'll do like a table showing all the so I'll have a look back at the videos that we've done, the spring updates, and we'll see which updates like match the best, which years crop up the most, and have a look back and see what the springs were like during those years. So yeah, we'll create an analogues-based forecast for you guys very, very soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks very much for watching. Bye.